All right, so is Logos Bible Study right for you? Well, this is Jason for Soulfire. Here in this channel, we want to offer gospel hope for a porn-filled world, and as a result, I do a lot of Bible study, and so I want to talk about Logos Bible Study software today, which is something that I have been using for over 15 years. And I'm going to tell you in this review of who I think it is for, who I would not recommend purchasing this material, and even some free options that you can use if you're not in full-time ministry, but you want to still do some in-depth Bible study. I'm going to go ahead and do some screen share here. I'll show you some options with Logos, and then I'll show you also how I use it, some of the pros and cons that you'll see there. Let's jump right in and talk about Logos Bible Study software. So one of the things here that they're going to promise us is to speed up our Bible study. So let's take a look. One of the things you want to first talk about is what sort of base packages are available. Now, when you're purchasing Logos, you're really purchasing two things. One, you're going to get the engine, the software engine that drives all of the features that enable you to do some really neat and quick Bible study, searching thousands and thousands of material really quickly, doing some word studies and things like that. But you're also buying a library. So if you look at these packages here, first we can choose what denomination that we're from if you want to kind of break it down here. But over here, you've got the free option. If you do not want to pay for Logos Bible Study software, let me challenge you, grab the free version. Here's why I tell you to grab it. You're gonna get some tools in there. You got 25 free resources, but Logos gives away a free book every single month. Not only that, on your birthday, they'll send you a $20 credit where you can use to buy any book that you want. So one of the things that I've been doing over the last 15 years or so that I've been using Logos is I get the free book of the month, and then also I've been buying commentaries every year when they give me my credit for my birthday. So I'm accumulating a decent library that way without having to spend a lot of money. So let's look down here. As you go on, we've got the fundamentals option for $99. Go down here a little bit lower, and you see that the price keeps going up. You're getting more features in Logos 9, but also you're getting more resources. Now, if you look here, $1,500 is going to give you 750 plus resources. And you can click and learn more and see what sort of options that they are providing for you. So let's go down here, and what is Logos going to run on? It runs on Windows, Mac, mobile, and you can also access your library on the web. Okay, now I'm going to open my Logos and show you my software that I've been using. And overall, I have spent about $900 over the years on this software. And so you think, okay, that's a lot of money. Well, if I click my library here, you'll see that I have 730 resources. Most of these are digital books that I can search for Bible study and use for other options like that. And if I compare that to, you see the bookshelf behind me here, where I don't have anywhere near 750 resources, but I've probably spent well more than $1,000 on the books there that I have compiled over the years. And so that's one of the advantages of paying for one of these sets, that you get a lot of books and resources. I'm going to go check out the standard layout that I use. And I named it Simple Study. It's kind of the basics for how I use my Logos software. And what that gives me, it gives me the passage guide. So if I'm looking at Isaiah 26:3 here, it's going to show me my commentaries. It'll show me if there are any parallel passages. And it's going to also show me my cross references with the treasury of scripture. And then it has a whole bunch of tools below here. I'm not going to go in depth on all of these. One of the things that I really enjoy using is the copy Bible verses as I'm writing outlines for sermons or preparing written material that I do. I can use the copy paste on Bible verses and choose whatever translation of the scripture that I would like. And so these are some of the basic ways that I use Logos software. Now let's talk about who I think this is for. Well, typically I don't recommend people buy this unless they're in full-time ministry, because it is pretty expensive. Unless you have a lot of money laying around and you just really want to be a dedicated student of the Bible, then I would say you can use some free resources like blueletterbible.com if you don't want to sink a big chunk of change into Logos. Now, certainly there are some other Bible study software options out there, and one of the challenges with getting into something like Logos is once you get invested in a system, you're not going to want to switch and use something else. So I've been sticking with Logos for quite a long time now and have really been enjoying it. And all of those resources and books that I have here I'm able to read either here on my desktop computer, or I can get on my iPad, which is much more comfortable to read with than is my computer, or I can use it on my phone. And one of the ways that I use it frequently on my phone is listening to the scripture. I have a reading plan that I'm doing daily. It's about 6 chapters a day. And a lot of times when I get behind, what I'll do is just pull out the Logos app and listen with my headphones while I'm doing the dishes or making the kids meal or whatever it is that I need to be doing around the house to catch up. So Logos allows me to do that, which is a really handy feature. Now, I did not go to seminary, so I do not know Hebrew and Greek, but I do love how Logos enables me to do in-depth word studies. So let's go ahead and we're going to jump into one here right now. The word studies has been probably one of my favorite aspects of this software. So let's check out this word sower, and we're going to do Bible word study. And so it shows me that this Greek word, let's see if we can hear it here. Spero, okay. It shows up 51 times in the ESV, in the New Testament, and then I can actually select any of these specifics for how it's translated, and it's going to show me where that shows up as well. So I really love the word study feature, and then these are the resources that I have that will help me understand the Greek word study that I'm studying. The Theological Dictionary of the New Testament, always a winner, shows me my word, and then this helps me understand where it shows up in other literature. We're not going to read all that right now, but that's a fun tool and resource. Some of the other tools that we have here that we can open up. The search is extremely helpful. I can tell what part of the Bible that I want to search and what words I want to search for, and also what translation. I can search all of my translations, or I can just limit that and search for one. Now, I will say this about that. You could say to yourself, hey, I could do all of that online for free, and you can use something like Bible Gateway, Blue Letter Bible. I think Logos enables me to do it faster, but again, I would say if you're not a full-time minister, then perhaps using something like Blue Letter Bible is going to make a lot more sense for you. All right, so that's a brief introduction to Logos. I have really enjoyed it. It's the type of thing that I plan to continue using on into the future as I prepare sermons, as I do Bible study weekly. But like I said, I'm in full-time ministry, so maybe you're not there. So what do you think? What questions do you have about Logos software? Definitely let us know in the comments section, or if there's a software that you prefer to use, what would that be? Now, you also, if you want to check out Logos software, you can click my affiliate link in the description, which I get paid a small commission should you choose to purchase Logos software. But even if you don't want to purchase anything, let me again remind you, go for that free version. You get 25 free resources, and in the future, you can get those free books that they put out every month and the free birthday credit that comes around every single year. This is Jason for Soulfire. Like this video if it was helpful. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and I will catch you in the next one.